Hello internet friends, I've got another training commentary for you here. Sorry if it's been a little bit longer in between videos, but as I mentioned in my last video, I was moving from a time of moderate busyness into some more busyness, and things are looking like they're starting to slow down now, but every single time I say that, something seems to come up and completely turn me into a liar face, and I don't want to do that to you guys. So no promises this next week, but I'm going to do my absolute best to make sure that I can keep the content coming out for you guys. This is my outlet. I love having these discussions. It lets me reflect on my own issues, it lets me reflect on my own mental processes, and if even one person watching any of these videos finds something of value or assistance or help in their lives from what I'm going through or what I'm talking about, then it's absolutely worth the effort to continue to put out this content. Along that vein, if you guys have any ideas for topics you'd like to see covered, if you have any ideas for some coaching videos that you might like to see, I am hoping to look into getting some more of those made this next week, so go ahead and leave those down in the comment section below. I'm definitely open to a lot of different ideas, and if it's something that I can discuss and not take 45 minutes to go over it, then those ideas have kind of the better chance of actually being made into videos here. So we are moving from some of the super duper duper boring volume work into some slightly less boring but still not all that exciting intensity work now, and I spent about 5 weeks with that reset, really just focusing on killing the ego, and now I'm killing the ego still, but with slightly heavier loading and with less attention to the actual compound volume itself. Still keeping the volume relatively high. There were 19 working lifts on this day, as opposed to I think the 25 to 30 range that I had gotten to, but I did add in some front squats as an accessory to bring that total volume up as well, just focusing on handling some heavier weights. This workout went really well. I was very happy with it. There's a couple of cheeky smiles that I could not prevent myself from doing at the end of this set and the 5:15 for 5 set that you're going to see. Definitely feeling much stronger than I have at any other point in this training block. I think a big part of that is my body weight has finally decided that it was sick of being down, stuck between 210 and 212, and I have been moving back up, got up to around 215 or 216 I think on this day, and that seems to be the sweet spot for me to feel comfortable with my leverages again, at least at this body composition. I'm sure if I was leaner and had higher muscle density, then my leverages would feel a little different, but this is kind of the moderately squishy size me that tends to react a little bit better even under these weights. I had a much easier time staying upright, engaging everything, keeping everything along the right lines, and depth even felt better. I didn't feel like I was having to struggle so much at the bottom. I just felt like there was more of an ability to brace, and that my yeah, just everything felt smoother. So that is a good sign, kind of. I want to make sure that I don't go crazy hardcore and balloon up to some cartoonish chub version of myself, but you know, that is something that I'm definitely keeping track of and trying to be a little bit more intentional about. Definitely going to try and redo this recomp that I had attempted before, and it went a little bit too extreme on the weight loss, and I just wasn't mentally prepared for that, and I think this time I will be a little bit better suited to handle it. So those were the squats. Moved on to the bench press, and the weight on the work sets I decided to keep a little bit lighter with those 290 instead of 295. Definitely still focusing on killing the ego, wanting to make sure that all the pressing I do in these next couple of weeks and for the foreseeable future is super clean, with solid pauses, no butt lifting, no uneven lockouts, just focusing on fixing some of those things now before they become an issue in the future. And then I added a couple of singles after, you know, a fatigue state single for me is a really good thing. My bench press in competition usually tends to struggle a lot, just because of handling heavy weights when you're tired is just something that's very tough to do, especially if you're not used to it. Afterwards, I finished up with some front squats. Kept the volume very low because next week I'll be transitioning from my regular squats into my triples, and I will be getting more volume from back off work and from the front squat, so I wanted to give myself some room to grow into that. And also, I just haven't done the movement in a long time, and it just always feels awkward every time I start doing it with any kind of weight. So I do have two quick things that I want to mention before I close off, and hopefully I won't ramble too much. Again, if you guys have ideas for things you'd like to hear topic-wise, please leave those in the comments. Also, I'm going to be opening up 4 or 5 coaching slots. So if you're interested in getting some programming from me and week-to-week coaching, I would encourage you to check out the description down below, and I will have a link to my training email. And so yeah, 4 or 5 people. I just have some openings right now, and I'd really like to take on some more clients and have some people join the team. If you are one of my clients and you watch this video, if you want to post something that maybe down in the comments that says whether or not you think your experience has been good, that might be a good thing. I don't think any of you have had any negative things to say, at least not to me. So I trust you all to just open up and do that. I'm not going to ask you for a specific coaching shout out, but if you wouldn't mind posting in the comments kind of what your experience has been, that might help some other people decide if it's worth their time. So thank you all very much for watching. Closing out now, and I will have another video up, fingers crossed, in the next couple of days after my deadlifts on Thursday, so the video will probably come up Friday or Saturday. Wherever you're at in the world, I hope that you're having a great day, night, evening, whatever, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.